How do 2021 lessons make us wiser in financial planning? Hi, are you wondering what one should be learning from 2021, the pandemic, the COVID, and all that we have gone through, with looking at scenarios to survive oxygen, bed, and then deaths of the near ones, cash, emergency. All this taught us something, and these are lessons which I thought maybe what one should put together and make into one compiled specific point video. If you are looking for all these questions and the wiser replies to this with a professional look into it, then this is the video for you. Hi, my name is Taressh Bhatia and I am a financial freedom specialist. In this episode, we're going to talk about how do 2021 lessons teach us some specific issues, things, lessons, and make us wiser in financial planning and make us look forward to much better things in the years to come. So let's begin with specific points on what should be doing in 2022 and the years onward. But before that, please do subscribe to my YouTube channel. Do press the bell notification so that you get the updated YouTube specifications notifications and you are updated with our latest videos which keeps coming on our YouTube channel. So number one point is the emergency fund. We all realize that how important is cash and availability of the amount to be paid to a health insurance company or for any other emergency during the 2020 and 21 when we needed for our own family, where we wanted to be hospitalized. There was emergency 50,000, 1 lakh, 2 lakh, 10 lakhs and could go up to 20 lakhs, 30 lakhs, we realized. And that is the time we panic, or rather we don't panic. I mean, if I am admitted to a hospital, I'm not panicking, but my relatives, my near and dear ones, my wife, my spouse, my children who are taking care of me, they don't know where the cash is. So one has to understand how much cash is required, where is it to be put. It is an emergency, it is not to be used for any other purpose, and it is only for that purpose. Therefore, you do not look at how much return will I get on this corpus of 5 lakh, 10 lakhs or 20 lakhs. And therefore, it is not important how much money you earn year to year on this particular corpus which you have separated. So be very clear that this is emergency amount only, and the goal is to keep it like that. Do not go on changing and have higher aspirations or feel that now that emergency has gone or COVID has gone, I don't need it any longer, let me push it forward. It should come to you in hours, or maximum if you have already got, let's say 10, 20, 30% of the amount required in a cash savings account, bank account, and you can retrieve it easily, right? Ask somebody to write a check or do an EFT IMPS transfer. Then the balance amount should come to your account in, let's say 3 or 4 days. Let's say in your mutual funds, they are in a balance category of a fund, which are, or rather in a debt category of funds, which can be moved easily by someone on your behalf. And it does not require you to physically sign or approve anything, even on a mobile or on an online. So you have to make provisions that this amount is transferable so easily. Once you have done that, the second thing which you have to take care now is that the emergency goal is clear. So what is the second thing? The second thing comes important is that insurances. Now when I say insurances, then I don't mean just buying insurance. I'm saying look at what you need. So we have realized with COVID that health insurance of 10 lakhs is the minimum amount required for an average medium to higher income group class, if I would say in that manner. And that should be readily available, the documents. And when I say documents, there are 5 documents: the health insurance policy, the claim form to be already duly filled in by you. If there is a health card, the health card, your Aadhaar, and the doctor's form which is made available from the hospital. 5 documents already ready in a folder. You rush to the hospital. That's what I'm talking about. Make it ready. And then if you have a life insurance, now is the time to check whether that's adequate to meet any kind of goal, which if you are not going to be there, God forbid, then that should not go waste. It does not get fulfilled. So calculate that with the help of a financial planner and understand what more do you need. And I put an extra because you need to see if you need to have cash, hospital allowance, you need a critical illness policy, you need a personal accident policy or any other such insurances. Because now is the time to assess this and speak to your financial advisor on what else is required. If that is fulfilled, let's go to the point number 3 which I've made. Now is the time to look at your emergency folders. In my book, The Richness Principles, I've made clear runaway folders. What are they? How you can? I will put a link to that in the description below. Read out the entire blog and the chapter in the book to help you understand what are those emergency documents required, where are they placed, where are the originals, where are the photocopies, is it in a locker, is it easily accessible to somebody other than you. So make that emergency folder ready. The next is that now you have understood, at least I understood when I was down in April 2021 with COVID on bed, that my will is ready, is already made properly in a professional outlook, and I have taken care of other provisions. Look at my videos in the YouTube channel, read more on this, that do you need to sign some more documents, that if you are incapacitated to sign a document but you have the cash available, you have properties, you have gold, you have other assets which are required at this point of time in this kind of a situation, then can have you made that document signed. So understand with your financial planner what are those documents required other than the will, because if you're still alive and you need money for your own treatment but you cannot take a decision, so who can decide on your behalf and take your treatment forward, which is already signed by you? This is how I want myself to be treated in case there is going to be a long-term treatment, especially, or if you are going to be incapacitated, falling into a coma, or you're going to be paralysis, you can't speak, you can't see, or you can't understand somebody talking to you. What are those documents which you've signed so that all your assets are now taken care, well managed by your family, by your spouse, by your children? So decide that now. That's the time to decide. Now, in the year 2020, from March till December, we saw a particular rise. From March to April, we saw the following portfolios. Returns going minus 20, 30, 40 for my clients in mutual fund investments. But I told them in April 2020, wait for 6 months and you will see that portfolio come back. And it did. In September 2020, their portfolio was back to the positive side. And from September 2020 till today, December 21, it has seen a particular rise, especially the last 12 months, you can say September 20 to September 21. People in their mutual fund portfolios have seen 30 to 50% positive increase happening in their portfolio. That does not mean that this will happen in the next years to come, or did Taressh do some specific magic in the portfolio? That is the lesson to learn. And when I say this is the lesson, that it is not going to give you such magnanimous returns in the years to come, or at least in 2022. So plan accordingly, be modest and expect moderate returns of 9 to 12% if you're placed in equity mutual funds, in the direct option, and if you have your funds in debt, about 4 to 6% in debt category mutual funds, depending on where they're kept. And the goal, as I said, the emergency fund. Once you're clear on this is, I'm going step by step. The 5th step, after you've done the portfolio, understanding how your returns will come to you. Now look at your children's education. That do you still need to send them abroad? I got this feedback from my clients and from a lot of people that why do you need to send children abroad? If they cannot go abroad during this last 24 months, we have understood that they cannot go abroad, and the opportunities for a child are now perhaps in India, and they do not need to have 20 lakhs, 50 lakhs, 1 CR, 2 CR or 5 CR required. Relook at your child's education abroad. When you always thought, I want to send my child abroad, I would say make your child so much clear and make him so sharp and powerful and so intelligent that he knows where he's going, what he wants to do in his life, and how you are helping that child in his dreams and goals, not just the money, but helping and understanding your child's needs and requirements. Being with the child, not telling him or her, but being. So if the child, your son or daughter asks a question, be ready to answer that question. Whether you need professional help to answer that question is also important, whether you can take help. But do not plan blindly for the next years to come and continue with the old goals now going forward, that you made provisions for 1 CR for your child's education. That's not happening. So reduce the amount, make it 20 lakhs at least for the next 2 years, and make your retirement goal as a top priority now. Your emergency fund as the number 1 priority as of today. If that is clear, last step. If you've understood all this, give me comments in the section below. The last point I'm now revealing is that now you look at survival. Now you look at where your happiness is. What is the meaning that you want to give to things, people, events, and the pleasure you get out of such things, meeting people, going to places, spending time, and the happiness which you derive with the time which you spend makes you more happy. Planning all the 6 things above makes you happier. Having made financial plan which incorporates all these 6 things makes you happier. Having the satisfaction that I've got a meaning to my life, meaning to the purpose, meaning to the whole essence of my existence. Always keep in mind, COVID post era is a different era. In that era, what makes you happy today? Being a survivor. Being happy is more important than being eager to only saving and only looking at one of the 100 criterias I've explained above, returns. So do not look at your portfolio return as the only criteria or a specific mutual fund giving low returns. I'm not saying do not monitor, but these are the lessons, hardcore lessons, which I have also learned with my clients, that these are points to remember. So if you're very clear on this, give me a thumbs up and give me more ideas on what you would like me to continue giving you more on such videos. So this was one video. How does 2021 lessons make us wiser in financial planning in 2022? So wish you a very happy new year, and with God's grace, with your happiness principles, with your richness principles, I am sure that you would have gathered your points together from this and made, or at least making an attempt to put together now your principles, or let me say your code of honor, how you want to live your life going forward based on these points. If that's so, give me a thumbs up and I will be bringing you more such ideas. Thank you very much, and may you have the best of happiness coming to you.